Okay, right, so question 12. Let's try and get into this a bit. There are some things you should be bringing with you, really, if you're doing the higher paper, some knowledge that you should have to answer this question about powers, and when you get fractions in powers and minus signs. A quick recap is, let's think about the half. So 81, square root of 81 is 9, and 81 to the half, power of a half, means you need to square root it. Alright, so it's the same as saying square root of 81. So 81 to the power of a half is going to be 9. So whenever you have the power of a half, you need to square root, alright, because the 2 is on the bottom, and that's kind of like the square rooty bit. Okay, square rooting, and then you're square rooting because there's 2 on the bottom, and then you're raising it to the power of 1, which is just nothing. So, you know, it's just itself. So I might as well mention that if you have, let's say you had something like 8 to the power of a third, because you've got a 3 on the bottom, it's talking about the cube root of 8. So the cube root of 8 is going to be 2. So that would be 2. Alright, if you have 4 on the bottom, it'd be the 4th root. So the numbers on the bottom of fractions in the powers are the roots. Second root is the square root. The minus sign means you're going to find the reciprocal. So I don't know, give you some examples. We had 9 to the minus 1. That would be the reciprocal of 9, which is 1 over 9. If you had a fraction like 2 over 3 to the minus 1, then that would give you the reciprocals. Turn it upside down, 3 over 2. Alright, so these are kind of like the rules that you need to be aware of before you start this question. And if you don't know them, go and revise them and have a look. It's not really the video to go into full definitions about this. I'm just going to show you how you would do this. So I would sort out the half bit first. I would do 81 to the half. What's the square root of 81? It's 9. Okay, and then the minus sign, I leave my minus signs to the end, because I just know that if it's got a minus sign in the power, I've just got to find the reciprocal of my answer. So my answer to the problem was 9. What is the reciprocal of 9? Effectively, you're saying 9 to the minus 1 at this point. It's going to be 1 over 9. Okay, so that's the whole thing done. You could have done the minus sign first and then the square root of it. That's fine, but I like to do the square root first and then find the reciprocal. Find the reciprocal. So negative, flip it upside down. Moving down, part B, we've got a fraction raised to a power. Got nice brackets to show that both numbers are effectively being raised to this power of 2/3. So, what did I say? On the bottom is the root. So we're going to find the cube roots of both of these numbers. We've got a 3 on the bottom. And then we'll do then we square them, because the top of the fraction is just like the normal thing. Like, you know, power of 2 you would square. Power of 3 you would cube something. So we're going to do the bottom first. So let's do it in stages. Alright, so I'm going to do the cube root. So that's just going to leave me with a power of 2 left to sort out from the top. I'm going to sort this 3 out now. What's the cube root of 64? Well, that's going to be 4. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. That's the cube root. So 4 times 4 times 4 gives me 64. That's why I've written 4 there. That's the cube root. What's the cube root of 125? So I'll do it a slightly different way here. The cube root of 125, what times by itself 3 times gives me 125. That is 5. So the first part, the 3, cube root is 4 and 5, so 4/5. Now we need to square both of these numbers. So the final answer is going to be, what's the square of 4? 16. What is the square of 5? Is 25. Okay, so I hope that kind of gives you an idea of what we did. Cube rooted first to get 4 and 5, and then squared those 2, squared those bits, we have 2 there, to get 16 and 25. Alright, I hope that helps. See you in the next video.